Hi, welcome to Sim Racing Corner. If you're a first time visitor, thanks for dropping by, and I hope you like my videos, and if you do, don't forget to subscribe to keep updated with my new content, and a special thanks to all subscribers for sticking around. So this is my first impression video for KartKraft. In short, really good. Really good. So I've only played the game since the most recent 14th of November update, so I missed the earlier problems at launch that some gamers experienced. The video footage you're seeing here is the game running at ultra settings on my 1080 by 2160 35-inch monitor with a NVIDIA GTX 1080 Ti and 8700K Intel processor with 16GB of memory. Game performance is excellent, as you can see from the frame rate counter overlay in the top right of the screen, and visually the game looks very good. No complaints from me on that. KartKraft is using the Unreal 4 engine, the same as Assetto Corsa Competizione. The force feedback feels really decent on my Bodnar direct drive wheel. I felt they did a really good job with realistic physics and the force feedback. Having the strongest force feedback setting seemed realistic to real kart handling, I think. Having that slightly heavier turning wheel that has no power steering and the bumpy ride with the lack of suspension is how I remember my brief encounters in go-karting in the past. And that feeling of hand fatigue of the death grip clinging onto the wheel. Personally, I felt more connected with the handling with a stronger force feedback setting in the game. That said, I did experience a slightly worrying and dangerous force feedback problem to begin with, so this is something fellow direct drive wheel owners should be aware of. The first couple of times I loaded a track, I experienced some significant stuttering. If the game stuttered, it caused my wheel to rapidly turn left and right at full power. It was a bit dangerous, and I was hanging onto the wheel and it was nearly overpowering, and I had to use the emergency stop for safety reasons. And the kart was stationary when this occurred. I hadn't even moved, but it also happened on track, and I had to leave the track at that point to save myself from potential injury. The problem went away after restarting KartKraft, so I don't know if this will reoccur randomly in the future, but it's something to keep an eye on. I've played about 3 hours so far, getting to learn the game and dialing in my settings. Besides my wheel going more Christine on me at the start, I've really enjoyed playing KartKraft. The karts are fast and nimble, but quickly lack grip when overdriven, and unforgiving when you don't respect their limits, just like real karts. It's quite a different driving discipline compared to regular sim racing cars, so it's something new and interesting, learning to properly handle these pocket-sized open wheelers. KartKraft in its current early access state right now has 3 circuits out of 10, and 8 karts out of a lineup of 20 planned. KartKraft doesn't currently have multiplayer or AI racing, so you can just practice on the free tracks or time trial against other player ghost cars. The time trial is really addictive. You race against other players' ghost cars, where you compete against a lap time, one position above your best time on the leaderboard for that given track. It's really moreish because it's always fairly matched, trying to chase down someone who's just a tiny bit quicker than you. It's really great, and there's a post-time trial presentation after each victory. It's a very clever feature and very rewarding. So we only have a small portion of the game right now. There's lots of good stuff to come. This is a game with very ambitious plans, more laser scan tracks, karts, mod support, VR and more. And let's not forget the price. KartKraft is an absolute bargain at £16.99. Black Delta, the developer of KartKraft, has planned the game to leave early access mid-2019, but I'm used to most developers miscalculating delivery dates that are sitting in early access, and this developer does have some history of being late. Originally KartKraft was meant to be released some years back, but suffered delays in development such as changing the graphics engine more than once stalled progress. But I'm glad we have something now. It's proved not to be vaporware, and it does look like it was worth the wait and living up to the historic hype that has been building up through the years since it was initially announced. Of course, there's always still a possibility an early access game doesn't fully deliver on its promises, or indeed never leaves early access and becomes abandoned, but I don't think that will happen here. If you're on the fence, you can always buy through Steam and refund if you play the game for under 2 hours. I do recommend you give it a go. Once you've got to grips with the kart handling, it's really fun, and it will only get better as more content arrives. So that's my first impression of KartKraft. I have nothing but praise for the game experience I've had so far. Sure, my wheel went nuts on the first go, but I got around that easily by restarting the game. KartKraft is a must for sim racing enthusiasts, in my opinion, and I think even casual racers would enjoy it too. And I'm particularly looking forward to VR support coming in a future update, although no particular dates have been posted on their development roadmap for when VR or for when any of the other upcoming features will be released. So that concludes another Sim Racing Corner video. I hope I didn't bore you too much. I'm still learning this video making craft, so thanks for watching, and like the video if you did indeed watch the video this far and liked it, and subscribe for more. So happy sim racing, and bye bye for now.